Hello and good morning. Come rain, come shine. We are as regular as clockwork. It's Friday.
Top of the morning to you. We hope you are ready for the wonderful day ahead. Of course, the weekend is already here.
Yeah.
I hope you have good plans for the weekend.
We are here to help you ease your way.
Definitely,
into the weekend.
definitely. And Wake Up Nigeria, happy hour comes early. Now we're always one step ahead of the rest.
Yes, sir. We're the only show, trust us, we are the only ones that give you that extra vibe, that guilt-free access to fun so early in the morning.
Okay, so what's up? Winfrey, how you doing? What's the plan? What's the plan for this weekend?
My dear, my bed is calling my name. It is calling, and I cannot absolutely wait. It's been a very, very eventful week, and I'm looking forward to resting this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's great to be here. My name is Mike Messi-Keno.
And I'm Tito Onison. Now, hey, you can stream this show live on tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can also use GOTV, channel 27, or UHF, channel 49.
The app is available to download. It's on iOS and, of course, a Google Play Store that can enable you to watch us anywhere around the world.
Hi, guys.
I think somehow we got the memo for the outfits. Something about black
and
jeans.
blue, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Denim and
really?
black.
This was there. So this was not. We're going to plan for
That
today.
was me too.
This was just
morning.
This
like,
was just come on.
Yeah.
I just threw it over and over. Yes, so sometimes it's like that. But hey, come on, we always got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So this weekend for me is exciting. I mentioned it sometime earlier in the week. My secondary school, Queen's College, is celebrating 95 years.
You know, I've always wanted to talk about reunions.
Really?
Because, reunion always has different feels for different people. A lot of people shy away from it. A lot of people don't want to be part of it because they feel like, there is some level of, in quotes, some people feel intimidated at times.
Or it's like the pressure.
And then I saw something on the page, there's this particular celebrity who, she's putting up something together. She got a lot of celebrities. I was like, all these people said they want to make money against celebrities. But there's something she was doing. It was an anti-bullying campaign. And then she spoke about how when she was younger, she did so much in school, but she became a star and everybody wanted to be like her. So she felt like, look, there are some kids that are out there like me. I know how they will feel. Love that. So reunions can bring different mixed emotions and feelings.
About bullying.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
so in the end, there are some environments that in the end groom you and mold you. So there are some experiences that you have in secondary school that later on in life, you're kind of grateful that you had them. Yes, because it sort of toughened you up for the real world.
You see, at all. You say something about me, and that is something, I have quite a selective memory. There's some few instances, because I went to a school where, then you have prefects punishing. I went to a school where a JS2 could punish JS1.
Wow.
So when you were in JS1, no, it doesn't happen now. Most of the time, it's only prefects. Then, so if you're in JS1, you're in quote, you're under 5 classes. JS2, you're under 4. Any of them could just, So look, and it was a boarding school, so there was a myriad of experiences. But I found a way to there's a lot I blocked off. There's some I can remember, but a lot of them just, I don't see someone and say, this guy, I'm going to deal with you if I catch you.
It's so,
even though some were dealt with by someone else, by the way.
It's so interesting.
Not by you, right?
It's so interesting to be the plain Jane in school and then eventually become like the swan or anything like that. But then there's some people that don't get that experience. They carry that plain Jane mentality for the rest of their lives. So I understand what you mean by bullying. And it is something that needs to stop in our schools. There's so many things that need to stop in this country especially, and that's another conversation for another day. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like today. Yesterday was very odd. Sometimes it was sunny.
Let's take a look at today's weather, please. Thank you.
Good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. Thanks for joining us. We're staying with political developments ahead of next year's general election, as more groups are emerging and gearing support for the candidate of the All Progressives Congress. The latest support is coming from the Asiwaju Tinubu Shetima Coalition for Good Governance. The group says it has also developed a manifesto to submit to APC flag bearer. Sifon Essien reports.
more support for the Tinubu-Shettima candidacy for the 2023 presidential election. The Asiwaju Tinubu-Shettima Coalition for Good Governance is not only pledging its support but also submitting a structure for the APC flag bearer to leverage.
We are working towards a repeat of the 1993 scenario in 2023 for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to emerge as a candidate of Nigeria, not a candidate of Yoruba or of Muslim or of Hausa, no, a candidate of the entire Nigerian people. So this is the significance. Secondly, we have also, through our think tank group, formulated a manifesto which we appropriately christened a rebirth manifesto to assist our presidential candidate to enable him be able to formulate policies when he gets into government.
The coalition will also submit a manifesto it developed and believes the Tinubu-Shettima campaign organization can run with.
The popularity of our presidential candidate and his running mate has never been in doubt. And what you have witnessed this morning and afternoon is a demonstration of that widespread acceptance and popularity.
As the Tinubu-Shettima candidacy continues to garner more support from grassroots organizations, expectations are that the support will translate to votes at the polls.
Let's head outside Nigeria. Now, Russia has launched fresh attacks on a critical infrastructure facility near Kiev. A 5-story block of flats also hit in Mykolaiv. Civilians in the area have been urged to take shelter to avert further damages. Russia's Vladimir Putin has met Turkey's President Erdogan on sidelines of a summit at Kazakhstan. President Putin said Turkey is the most reliable route to deliver gas to Europe and proposed building a gas hub there. Ukraine's NATO-led allies have also announced deliveries of advanced air defense weapons to Kiev. Russian officials have repeatedly claimed that Ukrainian shelling has hit the southern region. Earlier this week, President Putin accused Ukraine's intelligence agencies of committing 3 terrorist acts against Kursk nuclear power plant.
Welcome back. It's time for some headlines. We'll be starting off with the Punch newspaper. And we have right there for the major headlines. Jubilation in Southeast. Federal government may appeal judgments. We have that on the Nnamdi Kanu. We have that on page 2. Court says IPOB leaders, abduction unlawful, slams executive for recklessness. Ohaneze Shore, Southeast elder statesman, Kanu's followers hailed judgment. Will present judgment copy to DSS for Kanu to go home, says Ozehome. And right above the masthead at the strip at the very top, we have World Bank IMF to assess Nigeria's debt sustainability. We have that on page 19. Right below that, to the very left, we have PDP woes aggrieved party members. BOT delays report. We have that on page 25. Right beside that, we have strike. Parents, students hopeful as ASU leaders meet. We have that on page 8. Right beside that, we have Sanwo-Olu gets federal government approval for $2.5 billion Badagry Seaport. We have that on page 7. And beside the masthead in the smaller fonts, we have MTN to provide 365,000 smartphones through financing schemes. We have that on page 7. Cholera kills 231. NCDC warns against poor hygiene. And that's all we'll be taking for the Punch. And moving quickly on to The Nation, we have a Motekun court. Others can't tackle banditry, says El Rufai. And at the very top, above the masthead, we have ASU in all-night meeting over strike. We have that on page 3. And beside it, to the right, we have South-South Commission's Okowa Diri to pacify Wiki. We have that on page 4. And to the very right, we have Sanwo-Olu signs MOU with Del York on Film City. Page 4, courts acquits ex-governor Turaki of 8.3 billion naira fraud. We have that on page 2. And at the strip at the bottom of the paper, we have LP's presidential campaign begins October 18th in Nasarawa. Bako remains APC member. We have that on page 2, and that's all we'll be taking for the nations. Moving quickly on to the Daily Trust. And for the major headlines, we have Kaduna safer after military bombardment. El Rufai, military doing what we've been yearning for, says Armin Amatekun. Other local security outfits, not the solution. Ortam gives federal government 1 month deadline to approve AK-47 license. And above that, we have federal government mules returned to all charges as a appeal court discharges Kanu. We have that on page 5. BVAs will be game changers in 2023. Elections, Jega. Dangote's 650,000 BPD refinery, 97% completed, says NMDPRA. And that's all we're taking for the headlines this morning. Do stay tuned. Many more to come.
All right, so it's Friday, guys.
Yes,
It's Friday. Mike.
Yeah, it is. So, you guys were about to talk about the trending issue. Yeah, just yesterday, yeah, when we were praying for Patrick Fakoya, aka Rico Suave.
Yeah.
It was in the morning, yeah, and just about that same time, news came in that he had passed on, and very, very sad because
Really sad.
a lot of people had very, very nice things to say about him, and then people started asking questions. I know that throughout yesterday, I was also asking myself questions, and it's good. I always tell people that it's good to ask questions, no matter the situation, because that is how the world moves forward. Questions. You need to ask questions. A lot of people questioned their faith. A lot of people questioned the concept of deity because of what happened, and it's okay. I mean, even when we read the books, we've seen where even people who were commissioned by deity even question deity because of things that happen. It's quite sad. But, you know, chances reduce or increase based on what we do in situations like this, life or death.
Reactions, response time.
Yes, and that brings that brings it round to our healthcare system and how we could even do more. No one will say that when they hear life support and it's here, they just give up. I know that generally when they say life support, it can be, you know, it could be precarious, as it were. But there are places or there are climes where you hold out hope and people do even bounce back. I mean, we've heard of people who have been unconscious for quite a very long time. But then the talk is about our healthcare. Someone says, look, and I say it also, that look, let Nigerian healthcare system not happen to you. Do as much as you can to keep yourself away if it's possible.
Keep yourself healthy.
Our health system. I don't. And there was a mention. Someone said, "Look, the problem with us is really not leadership. It's we ourselves. We are weaker to ourselves."
And to touch on that, we saw a video that was basically circulating of what seemed like healthcare attendants. I wouldn't classify all of them as nurses or doctors, just healthcare attendants in a particular private hospital, not yet to be identified right now, where there was a patient literally on display on video, and a video was being taken instead of that patient being given care. There was a particular voice in the video actually asking for help to put the patient in the proper position, to help carry the patient to where the patient needed to be, talking about scans and tests and things that needed to be done. And a video was still being recorded. It feels unbelievable,
so much to me. I mean,
insensitive, unprofessional. And honestly speaking, in truth, the person taking that video, in my opinion, should be sanctioned.
You know,
just
yesterday, I would say something. First of all, facilities should have cameras. You understand? And in this scenario, we don't know exactly how things played out.
Yeah.
Because there's also a video of when they were even taking him out of the car.
Okay.
An earlier video. And I said something about how, okay, so now we have traffic cameras. So there are quite a lot of things that people, you might not feel the need to document. Documentation at times can be very good, but you see, how appropriate is it? Is documentation at that time, is it hampering the process of help to that person? At times it is, at times it isn't. Not everybody, when you see somebody, the other day we were talking about CPR.
Yes.
Not everybody
CPR.
can give CPR.
So what
so
can
not
they
everybody can rush in and try to do something
Yeah.
and just make matters worse.
Okay, so my take on all of this, right? When I saw the video, I don't know the word to use, but I was really upset, right? Because first of all, the condition in which the video in question is of RICO now, right? For me, where my mind went to what was the chattering that was happening around. The person was obviously making the video on the basis of the fact that it was RICO, a celebrity. That is from my own inference, because there was a lot of chatter, a lot of laughing. It's not like they were trying to video it to make sure, do you understand? Because the person that you were talking about, the nurse that was literally calling on the other person, now you guys, you are still making video and let's carry him, let's do, do you understand?
Yeah.
There was no urgency. The person wasn't thinking of, okay, this is a situation of life and death. We're meant to be trying to save this guy's life. First of all, there were empty beds and all of that, but then again, he was literally positioned.
In it. So
I don't, like, I was
You know what
seeing
gets,
this, I was really, it's very
What gets-
unethical. And it's just, first of all, like, why? Because I thought of the process, right, on how they could have told the parents or whoever and brought him to the hospital to wait outside.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because, oh, we're trying to, do you understand?
Help,
Like, do what we're meant to do, so just wait outside. And they take the person in. People are there waiting, panicking, and you are there making videos. And this one is like, carry him now. You don't go, carry him now. Why are you telling me to carry? Someone that's literally struggling for his life. Unconscious.
So I saw there's this report about how healthcare professionals that had migrated from Nigeria to other countries, how they were being treated there. And then there's also, we've seen the rates of people that are jackpine professionals, healthcare professionals that are moving away. And I feel like everybody, hands need to be on deck for healthcare. You know, healthcare, there should be a state of emergency in our healthcare industry.
And another thing that came to mind, considering the fact that ASU strike has been called off, is just imagine all these people, they've been on strike for this long, right? Yeah. Now they're going back to school. What's going to happen? They're going to bombard them with all the 8 months worth of stuff.
Yeah,
People are going to write an exam, rush them through it. They're still going to certify nurses, certify doctors, professionals that are actually meant to be what's the savior of this country.
Yeah. There was a certain number of hours of education
State of
required
emergency.
to get that certification.
State of emergency.
They haven't
We need
got
that.
those hours.
Everything is intertwined.
We need that.
Everything
A state of emergency in our healthcare sector. We really need that. We'll take a time out now. We will be back after this.
Welcome back. As you all know, fashion is a huge part of what we do here on Fridays because we really know how important it is to look good. And of course, today we have Lanre Shikpe right here with us. He is a visual and fashion artist of Simpson Levon Apparel. Very unique name, by the way. Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Good morning very much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very great.
Okay, tell me about the name.
Oh,
Simpson Levon.
Yeah, Simpson Levon. Yeah, that's my surname.
Okay.
The Simpson is the surname, and the Levon is my name.
It's your name.
So,
So it's actually an original name.
Original name, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
correct, yeah.
Now tell me about your journey through the fashion industry so far. Where did it start and how's it going?
It's been a hell of a ride ever since. But I started more than a decade. I think 2004. Yeah. So I started when I was in college. Yaba College of Technology.
Yeah, okay.
So I usually get referrals from my colleagues, you know. So I started clothing them.
Okay.
Then from there, I proceeded to University of Lagos, the prestigious University of Lagos. That was when I started properly.
Sorry, oh, it's not prestigious.
So the creative thing has always been my background, you get what I'm saying? So,
okay. So back in school, you were one of those fly guys that people were always tripping out because of their fashion. I was stealing people's babes.
No, I don't do that. I'm so disciplined. I'm so disciplined, you get what I'm saying? Okay. I'm so disciplined. So I started way back in University of Lagos too. So my area of expertise, area of concentration was painting.
Painting, okay.
Yeah. So I do more of painting and fashion.
painting and fashion. I mean,
yeah.
and that actually shows, because once you walked in, something that actually caught my interest was your pants, the pants you're wearing.
Yeah.
So I asked if that was created. Now tell me about it.
Custom made, yeah.
Custom made?
It's my design, yeah.
Your design. So can you run me through the process a little bit?
The process is just, you create your creative style on system.
Okay.
Then you take it to the press, then you print. It's a sort of sublimation process, you get what I'm saying, on the fabric.
Okay.
So everything is embedded, yeah.
Nice.
You get what I'm saying?
Nice. So the writings on it.
I did that. Yeah. Also meticulous about
does it have
them.
like meanings?
Yeah, meaning, yeah, very significant. You can see stamps and all. So it's going to show the background of where I'm from.
Of where you're from?
Yeah.
Which is, where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria. Lagos State, yeah.
Okay, nice. All right. So, I mean, amazing. So now for the fashion industry, a lot has happened. And a lot is happening. And of course, we're going to, towards the end of the year. A lot of fashion shows are coming up. When it comes to your brand, what would you say drives your brand? Where would you say you're headed to?
Yeah, I'm headed to the top right now because I've actually been doing this way back and I've not hit where I was supposed to be.
Okay.
But for now, with my creative ability and my dexterity, I think I'm now like a moving train now. I'm in the spotlight and I'm waxing strong, actually. So I'm ready for all the events that's coming.
All right, amazing. Okay, will you be working at any of those?
What
Will you be showcasing at any of the events?
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to that one. So we have some of your pieces out here.
Yeah,
definitely. Some models. So can our models come out? The first one. Our first model. Okay. So now, can you run me through quickly what this piece is about?
This actually came out from the just concluded fashion show from Felabration.
Okay.
So it's one of its kind. They just introduced the fashion competition.
So you actually won the fashion competition.
Yeah, I actually won.
Amazing. What did that feel like?
Yeah, I feel so great. I feel, it's a different thing to have a creative work and be creative. And it's another thing to get validation. You get what I'm saying? That's what separates your craft from art. Did you get what I'm saying? But now I think I'm valid now.
Yeah, valid now.
So
amazing. I mean, it looks really well put together.
So,
and creative as well, because I see the mix of colors, the patterns and prints, the mix and all of that. And of course, the model himself is giving me a Fela vibe.
Fela vibe,
right?
Yeah, Fela vibe.
You're seeing it.
So
definitely. Can you turn around, please? Let's see what the back looks like.
This is the Fela of the old Fela, the Fela of the old time.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
With the tight pants.
Tight pants, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, and the print and all of that. Lovely, amazing. So now tell me, explain what do we have at the bottom of the pants?
Yeah, it's just an African embellishment. You know, Fela, adopting Fela's style, it comes with African embellishment, which is embroidery.
Embroidery.
So everything has its own significance.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So I had to put that, inculcate that into my brand as well.
All right.
Then the shoes too, I have to go with.
Okay, so the shoes
Fela
were also
proper.
intentional.
Yeah, intentional,
Nice.
And Fela comes it's very, very vibrant too with his colors. So I had to use vibrant
colors. Okay, just turn around. Okay, yeah, I see the shoes now, the prints matching the pants. Really, really nice and creative. Okay, can we have the next model, please? Thank you, model one.
Oh, fantastic.
Even you are wild by your own design. He said, oh, fantastic. Okay, now tell me about this one.
The concept behind this is Fela of the present. So there's no way I could describe Fela without putting the, embellishments.
Yes.
Something very flashy, you get what I'm saying? The stones and all, the rhinestones and all.
Yes.
And the pants, so I had to raise this pants up to create something different, transitioning from the old Fela's old school designs, you know what I'm saying? So the pants is kind of unique.
Yes.
And bandless with the rope and all, so you can feel it. And the shoes too.
The shoes as well.
Different from the old Fela.
I love the
burst.
I love the colors, the combination. Who would think that these two colors would actually go so seamlessly together? And it's funny how, how fashion evolves, right?
Evolves, yes.
So, I mean, we're having fashion from back in the day, come back right now, and looks really amazing. So this is actually really nice. So you actually make pieces for just male?
Yeah, I major in male. I do females as well, but I major in male.
You major in male. Amazing. I think you're doing really, really great. I think you're very creative. And I definitely cannot wait to see. Let's have all three models come out. And let's just see them side by side. Quickly. Model 1, Model 2, Model 3. Because I know they're all pulled out of a collection, right?
Yeah. And that's the last one is Fella of the Future.
Oh, nice. I see it. I see the future
I'm actually
right there.
portraying freedom.
Freedom.
So that's the white depicts freedom. Did you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's more like inmates thing, you know, they wear that overall. So I'm showing Fela, he has gone through a lot of orders and all, he's an activist and all. So this is, I'm portraying Fela as
true. And we
free
still
man,
get,
you get
from the free man, we still get the green, white, green.
Yeah, the green, white, green.
Which
You
is
get what I'm
super,
saying?
super creative. Well done.
Thank you
did
very much.
really, really well.
Thank you very much.
so much. So now, what's next for you? What's next for you?
Next for me, right?
Yes, what's next for you? Well, your fashion brand, if you actually got right now, they say, yeah, put your fashion brand somewhere. Where would you put it?
Man, I'm following Carl Lagerfeld right now because he really inspired my brand a lot. I like his details and all.
Right.
So I'm just at the peak. I'm at the threshold of success. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
We're definitely looking forward to that one. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I wish you all the best in everything you decide to do.
You're most welcome.
Alrighty, we have to go on a quick break. And when we come back, there's so much happening here. Don't touch that down.
Hey, it's time for the second hour to begin. It's a Friday, and subconsciously, we kind of just try and let go of all our worries throughout the week. We try to focus on having a good time.
It is. It is already the 14th of October.
Yeah? Yes, so.
October has 31 days, yeah? So we are almost halfway. Just by tomorrow, by this weekend, yeah, we'll be halfway past October.
Yeah?
Very, very soon, it will be Christmas bells.
Yeah. And Mike is going to start playing his Christmas carol.
Yeah, definitely. And Winfrey, it looks like someone who's excited about December. Why are you?
December is the most wonderful time of the year. I've already started playing Christmas carol.
Wow.
All right. Never goes off.
Winfrey was talking about December being the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear, sorry about that. We're sorting all of that out. Just a few issues, but we'll sort that out. It's been a wonderful time on the show. Now let's get back to it. My name is Mike Mesekeno.
And I'm Tito Oyinso. Just know you can stream this show live from anywhere you need to be. Just go to our website, tvcentertainment.tv, or hit us up on Facebook at TVC Connect.
All right, you could watch us from anywhere across the world. It's available. That's talking about our app.
Yeah.
It's on iOS and Android. Just download it.
Yes, so.
You just have internet. You can watch us anywhere. Anyway, your internet can have access to around the world, okay?
Friday.
So I know Titi mentioned, I really want to talk about this. Have you attended a reunion before?
School reunion.
School reunion.
No, actually.
Really?
Have you been invited before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So let that,
We have a group.
We have a group.
they kicked me out of the group.
Come on. You left the group.
No, I was kicked. No, so you
They
see,
didn't kick you out.
you see, you have to understand that. I think some people don't understand that. For me, I finished secondary school was what, maybe 20 years ago, and people don't understand
20?
that.
Yeah. 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe even more. It's more.
It's
20
more.
20 is being economical with the truth. It's more. Yeah. It's more. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I was done with secondary school. Let me not say that.
No.
Wow, it's almost 23. Oh.
Yeah, 22 years.
Well, so you see, people change. People do change, and it was the celebrity I was talking about was Alex. You know, people do change, but then you have, because your mates, they knew you when you were growing up. They always feel like you are that same person. You know, there's something about somebody who knew you while you're growing up. So they tend to relate with you.
With you the way they
in
are.
that same way. And not knowing that, look, people have gone up. But then you have the people, you have the set of people who tell you that, you know, because you know, so I will hire a car and go there. People want to show off,
very
you know,
true.
and all that.
Yeah.
And then for some of us that are on TV, and you know, they
doesn't
look at
really
Mike
shape
and they think Mike is the epitome of success.
Yes,
He's doing very fine. It's not that I'm not doing fine anyway, but it's letting your heart to sow into the ministry. But my point is, people need to be more emotionally intelligent when it comes to reunions. People think of secondary school different ways. So you cannot. I mean, you have some experiences in secondary school.
I'm going to say that for secondary school, for me, I think I was always a networker. Because I used to, well, my parents don't know this, I used to sell sweets in class. I used to sell the lemon drops and the very minty ones. I'm not mentioning brands
like
here.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure, it's
while
just
the teachers
sweets.
were teaching, I used to throw the sweets over. So everybody liked me because I used to sell sweets. But it was my way of making extra change so that I could eat meat pie at lunch.
Even like for me,
but
right? Even
everyone knew me, but it was just for that.
just for sweets.
Just for sweets.
Even for me, even you know the excursion used to plan in school.
Okay.
I didn't used to go.
Oh,
How
wow.
will I now go for the one that's and I don't know why. And I'm the kind of person that if I see someone in the supermarket now that I know, I dodge. I promise you, I don't know why. It's just instinct.
It happens. It happens many
I don't
times.
know why.
It has ever happened. I don't want to stress. Especially when people will be looking at me.
Like,
Where have I seen
I've
you?
told you somewhere
I know
before.
you.
Like,
I know you.
and I also have selective memory sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes I actually forget people's
What's
names. And you're
happened,
like,
yeah?
they're like, oh, Winfrey, somebody, my husband keeps telling me something about someone that told me that he said that he knows me something. He was like apologizing for
Winfrey,
something he did in school.
we have to go.
I'm like,
I love where we're going to.
Yeah.
For those of you who have met my brother,
Hi, guys. Thanks for staying tuned right here on Wake Up Nigeria. We have been joined by two lovely ladies. Hi, Elsie. Hi, Eliana. You want to wave? Wave. Say hi. Say hi. And they're joining us today because our friends at Dettol are here to celebrate Global Hand Washing Day. And they are united for universal hand hygiene. So, if kids know how to wash their hands, all you adults out there, what are you doing wrong? Well, maybe Elsie and Eliana can show us. Can you show us how to wash your hands? Can you show us? You can? Fantastic. All right, let's face the sink, face the sink. Okay, so what do you need to wash your hands? You need water and you need some soap, right? Okay, so you put the water on your hands. Okay. All right, so show me how to wash your hands. Can we see how quickly they started washing their hands, scrubbing their hands? Don't forget in between your fingers. Okay, fantastic. Have you washed the palm of your hands? Wash the palm of your hands. Inside, inside. Aha. Fantastic. Yeah, that's beautiful. So Elsie and Eliana know how to wash their hands. Now, to make it even better, we have some Dettol original antibacterial hand wash. Would you like some soap? Okay, let's turn off the tap to save water. Get some soap. Now, Eliana and Elsie, who's going to wash their hands better? Let me see. Okay, so this is the way we wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. This is the way we wash our hands early in the morning. All right, let's see the back of your hands. Are they clean? Not yet, not yet. Let's try one more time. Aha, now, how do your hands smell? They smell clean? Smell it. Does it smell clean? Almost, almost. Okay, one more time. Okay, now we rinse. While they're rinsing their hands, we have to give a big shout out to our friends at Dettol. And Global Hand Washing Day is not just for kids, it's for you and you and you. Yes, I see you. You went to the bathroom just now, but did you wash your hands? You're about to cook breakfast for your kids. Have you washed your hands? Probably not. This might just be the wake-up call you need. Our friends at Dettol have quite a few variants of hand wash, loads of great fragrances. So it might not be that antibacterial fragrance you're looking for. You want something softer, you want something sweeter. They have loads of options for you. So why not find a good antibacterial hand wash just like Dettol to make sure your hands are clean for your family. Elsie and Eliana, are we good? Are they clean? All right, show everybody your hands. Turn around, turn around. They're clean. All right, thumbs up, everybody. All right, then. All right, thank you, Elsie. Thank you, Eliana. All right, then, guys, we have to go to a quick break, and maybe I'll see if I can wash my hands, too. Okay. All right. Am I getting it right? Am I doing it well? Am I? Am I? Okay. All right. She's nodding. Okay. All right then, guys. At this point, we're going to head to a quick break, and hopefully you're going to heed to everything Elsie and Eliana have shown you today. You want to turn around and wave to everybody? Turn around. Wave. Wave right now. Say All right, then, welcome back now for a Friday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. Who better to have on set with us than a veteran musician, someone with an Afrofusion vibe. He's been doing music for over a decade now. Tito da Fire.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here.
Okay, so honestly, this superstar vibe thing that you have going on, they won't know your age, oh.
Let me give you an
They
idea.
don't know your age.
Wait, Titi. Let me give them an idea. Let me give you guys an idea. So you know Titi is a model, but used to be a video vixen as well. Her first ever music video as a video vixen was his. I am asking how. Because I don't get it. It's not computing.
It's not computing.
It's not computing. You say 2001.
2003.
Yeah, the Magic Kaja video.
Goodness me.
Yeah,
Amazing.
she was on the table when
What?
I came and my girlfriend had, you know, she was tired waiting for me. So she was sitting with her there, and then she just dropped the card and walked away. And I came, saw the card. I think she pointed at that's the way she went.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So now, I mean, that's definitely pulls in a lot of memories and all of that. So now, what would you say about the music industry from then
Till now.
up till now?
When we started as gentlemen, then I called our sound, we called it Afro R&B, Afro High Life. And I think that is exactly what has metamorphed into what we have today. That's like the general Afro beats, mixture of, you know, Afro beats and pop, Afro beats, the fusion thing. So we started it back then with, you know,
Of course, veteran, the word.
So, interestingly, you've been putting a lot of information online about the Grammys, and you've been putting a lot of videos of yourself up about the Grammys, and you know, you need to break down what exactly is happening with Tito da Fire and the Grammys.
Okay, I was inducted as a member of the 2022 class of the Recording Academy. So I'm one of those who ballots are sent to vote for who becomes the nominees for this year, for the next year's Grammys that's coming up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
it is, because it's a big responsibility to make sure that whoever you choose to win is representative of the music, you know, and it speaks good of the profession too.
That definitely goes to say a lot about you and your will I say prowess now in this industry, because it will definitely not pick anyone. That means you have a keen ear for this. So now tell me about the pressure on you when you got that mail, right? Thinking about the responsibility and the responsibilities and things you had to do. What was that
The
like?
exciting thing about it is that a lot of Grammy winners from different parts of the world started to message me and said, "Oh, you're, you know, a voting member. Okay, let's keep in touch." Send their numbers from India, from the States.
Wow.
And up till now, some random guys, you know, online who are not voting members, they send me a list of Beyonce, Avril Lavigne, Elton John, like 25 names. I can only vote 14, you know, categories. They're like send me 25
So like
names.
it's published. They publish your name as a voting member.
Yes, the Academy sends you social media kits to use with your picture and everything.
Goodness me.
Wow.
That's a lot, though. But Tito da Fire isn't just a performing artist. He also used to host a TV show. I can't remember the name of the show. No, it was a countdown, a TV countdown.
Star World Chart Hits with Tito and Coco.
Tito and Coco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interestingly, Aemi Pratt, another amazing broadcaster, and I think she's a fashion designer as well now.
Yeah.
He and she used to host a show, and I'd never seen a countdown show before in my life, before they were doing it. And I was like, these guys are so cool. I want to do that. I want to be on TV.
Wow.
And here you are. And here we are. Interesting.
Fantastic, yeah.
So how do you see like our setup now? Because from how TV was set up back then, you were using like a green screen or something?
Yeah, we used a green screen then.
You didn't have sets and stuff like that?
No, because we needed to have, you know, music in the background and all that kind of. This setup is fantastic. It's beautiful. Yeah, you know, music we wouldn't want to do, you know, like static setup. We just want, you know, something that can change. You can put something full back. But this is beautiful.
Okay, so now I want to go in on the Grams. I don't know, are you allowed? Is there a restriction of things you can talk about as regarding?
No, that's not.
Okay, so now, so you spoke about people sending you a list of people, of names of artists. So how do you deal with that? So how do you now finally make up your own final list? You have to go sit down, listen to Pray Fest, and then listen to the songs.
So you have updates that come every day, almost every day, reminding you of your responsibility.
Wow.
And to make sure that whoever you vote for is based on your assessment, experience their music, and decide, you know. Of course, sometimes, you know, people want to friendship. If your friend is nominated, he's probably your first priority to vote, you know, or if he's from your region, you know. But we are told to be very objective when voting.
All right. Now, it is great that you've released something brand new. This is an album, not an EP,
Yes,
right?
yeah, OSG, On the Shoulders of Giants. It came out on the 23rd of September, a new album, 12-tracker.
Oh, nice.
12-track album.
Featuring a Grammy Award winner, Nigerian spoken word poet, who is also up for consideration in one of the categories for spoken word album too. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great stuff. Where is your direction with this particular album?
So I call this OSG my definitive album, meaning it is, you know, that bridge between, you know, the years I've done behind. And it's talking about Nigeria, it's talking about Ghana, it's talking about Liberia. And there's a track actually called Nigali. You know, I coined that word to refer to economic empowerment of these countries, emancipation, and then also to remind us that, look, as much as we are saying that there's some form of vices going on, are we guilty as a people, you know? The first track is African Women, eulogizing African women, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and the rest of it.
Nice.
Then other tracks there that talk about different things. There's Love, there's Heartbreak Anthem is there, you know, and other tracks. And one day they want to have a video for now.
All right.
Okay, so I think we're going to actually check
that video out. It's called One Day.
One Day.
Yeah.
All right, then. Let's see what that video is like. Interesting video.
I think what's interesting really for me and the video is that in the video we can feel your vibe. The same vibe we're feeling here in the studio. It's so mellow and cool and chill, but great vibe, like vibing.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Amazing.
But there's a label, yes? Something grinding?
Grinding Records.
Grinding.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Talk to us about the label. Do you have any artists on it as well?
Okay, right. Grinding is an indie record label, and that's pushing me.
Okay.
Yeah, we hope to get some other people on next year. Yeah.
But there is a lot of pressure pushing yourself as a brand. A lot of people have just decided to push that responsibility onto
someone else,
another label. Have you ever had that temptation?
There have been offers, actually.
Okay.
There have been offers, and we don't do it alone. We do it in partnership with Next Music. They are in South Africa, so they take care of the, you know, a lot of the other aspects that would be a headache, you know, for us.
Right. Where are you based now?
I'm back in Nigeria.
Yeah, back in Nigeria. But where were you? Because you were away for a bit.
I was in the States, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a couple of performances in the States. Then I shot the video there.
Okay.
Partly there and partly here.
Okay.
Came back a few days ago.
All right, great. A few days ago. Okay, before you will still drop some vampire tips. But before we get to that, I want to ask this question. So now, of course, as a Grammy voting member, how do you think this affects your music or influences your music?
One of the major effects it has is that the quality of your music rises. You want to ensure that it meets the minimum standards of what the Grammys appreciate in terms of the mixing, the mastering. I feature a Grammy winner on it, and every Grammy winner, before he does a feature with you, he's going to ask you a lot of questions. You will listen to the sound. If it has to meet that quality. Then I got also a Grammy winner to master the album. So, and I visited his studio and I carried a real Grammy, like, you know,
actually,
that feeling, you know.
Now, having all that experience, comparing it to the way music is done here, what are your reservations?
I think we are there. Technically, we are there, because most times when we exchange tracks, They don't have too much observations, you know. They are really appreciating our own sound right now.
Okay, okay, that's good. So vampire tips. Thanks. Just tell us.
Inborn,
Inborn.
sleep well, a lot of fruits, exercise, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you take those tips, you will age backwards. Like Tito the Father. It's great having you on the show today. In fact, it's been an amazing show today.
Amazing show today. Thank you so much for being here
Great
with
way to start the weekend.
Yes, of course. And I think it's time to go.
Yes, it is.
Sadly.
But make sure y'all have a great day.
Yeah.
We have to apologize. Our chef wasn't able to make it. She got stuck in traffic, which is how it is sometimes on Friday mornings. But not to worry. We have loads of great videos on YouTube for you to check out. Just look for TVC Entertainment. Loads of great food tips for you.
Definitely. And don't miss us too much over the weekend. We'll be right back here on Monday doing what we know, same time, same station. Mike is saying hi.
All right, Mike.
Bye.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye.